Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about enchanting in the War Within. Now, there are quite a few builds that you can go with enchanting that cover a multitude of things that you want to do as an enchanter, but all of them are pretty viable. Some are passive, some are more active, but all in all they make some pretty serious gold. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the very first thing that you want to do is find profession knowledge. Now there's a really handy WayyyY here that tracks profession knowledge right here, as you can see, as well as I have done a whole video showing every single way to get profession knowledge, and I will put the link to that in the description so you guys can check that video out, because there is a ton and a lot that you need to do, and profession knowledge is the cornerstone of every profession here, and just what you're able to do with it and how much you can acquire. So next we're going to talk about enchanting, the basics, and the specs that you need to go. So the basics are going to be, obviously, get your enchanting gear, the 564 gear. It doesn't matter too much because enchanting is really weird with stats. So if you multi-craft does not affect your disenchanting, so you don't really need a multi-crafting one. I would recommend stacking resourcefulness. Honestly, it is probably the most useful one for an enchanter because of how the maths work and the stuff that goes along with it. But anyway, that is just what you get with the gear. Do your best to get the 564 stuff. The resourcefulness is worth putting on the rod, but multicraft does not affect disenchanting. So the biggest thing to note with enchanting is that it is counted as a gathering profession for earning resources. So like disenchanting things is what earns your profession knowledge. So it's really weird with that. And then, however, it also has its normal additions as well with the crafting stuff and making enchanted things. That's why we go with resourcefulness. But let's take a dive into specializations. So there are 4 specializations that you can go. There is supplementary shattering, which can give you stats and things from shattering stuff, which is pretty useful, as well as this will buff your things. This is like the generic enchanting that'll let you earn certain things and get stuff. So the shattering is pretty good in order to get more stats if you are a crafter of some degree. Then there is design disenchanter, which is what I am on this, and I'll definitely talk about that more when we get there. Then we have everlasting enchantments, which would be making the enchantments for people and making gold by making those top end enchantings. And then there is inferials, enrichments, and equipment. So this is sort of making equipment as well as oils and then finishing reagents. Then you have some combat stuff and professional equipments, and then decorations. So this one is just a few like weird things to specialize in and go into. If you're planning on going this one or everlasting enchantments, I would highly recommend going into supplementary shattering, putting 30 of 30 into this, and then definitely going with either concentration if you're going for 3-star enchants, or going with resourcefulness to get those mats back, and then you can make more stuff in order to get some profit there. But I think resourcefulness with enchanting, just because of how many mats they use and its expensiveness, can be more useful than the concentration of it, but it depends which one you want to go with. Then if you were to go into enchantments, then obviously you put 5 into here, 20 into this one, and then whichever one you want to specialize in. This one, it's important to do the mid-tier first for 20, because you want to get the finishing reagents at the end of them, which are very important to get it. And then these are just to earn the other sub choices. You can go to 20 if you want to get all enchantment skill up, but it is not required. Then you can go into these to get your sub specs, as well as the ability to use finishing reagents on them. So it's just whichever one you want to go. Each of these it depends on the enchanter and your preference, but going down this path will make a very nice piece of enchant for people. Then we have enrichment. So this, once again, same stuff here. You can go 30 here, or you can just go to the 15 or the 5 for the sub-spec. It really depends on how hard you plan on going. Then I would recommend maxing out this middle one here, and then going into whichever you want. So if you want finished, finalized finishers or oils, go into those. Weapons and equipment are over here. And then if you want decorations, I wouldn't really recommend that because it doesn't matter too much. The stars only make them last longer. They don't have any actual effect, so I would definitely never go that. If you go that, I would just unlock it, and there's really no point to making more of it unless you're trying to sell it. But at 1 stars for sell, it's pretty easy to do, and you can get it with like 25 points, so it's a really passive thing and not too much profit with that. Then we have designated disenchanter. So this is what I would highly recommend going if you don't feel like making gear, you're not going to enchant stuff. This is just use this in the world. Every green you get on any character, you give it to this character. If it's a character you play, like your main, this is a really good one. I'm tailoring enchanting to go out there and get, you know, extra greens, DE those greens, as well as getting extra cloth. So this is sort of like my character that I actually play the game on and go out there and do world quests, things like that. And so essentially definitely put 30 into this, and then whichever one you think you're getting the most of, greens, epics, rares. Greens used to be the best because of storm dust. However, they did recently add the ability to shatter gleaming shatter, so you can shatter the shards into storm dust to sort of neutralize that. So it didn't really become too crazy or expensive, and so that, yeah, I, as you can see, have all the knowledge and I've maxed all of them just because I play this character a ton and disenchant stuff. Then I'm just going into this just to get my bases up. Then we'll go into resourcefulness in case I go into either Infurials or Everlasting. I haven't decided yet personally, but that is sort of the build I'm going on. If I wanted to do enchantments, I would probably honestly do it on another character at this point because I have so much knowledge points invested into the disenchanting process. Pretty much you can always send things over, trade it to DE it, opposed to burning it that way. Then a very important thing to note is with crafting orders for enchanting, you can do quite a bunch of them with these Harbinger's Crests. As you can see, people have fulfilled them, but these Harbinger's Crests are used for people to upgrade their gear and get some crafted gear, so they can really go here and you can find them pretty quickly, as well as you can just do orders all the way up to leveling because people will always need them. There'll usually be a lot of public orders that you can check to do, but it is just a nice easy way to use your public crafting orders, and then obviously you can have people do them as well, but that is just purely up to you. Then of course you have your patron orders. Definitely check to see what they are. So like this one, very nice, and this unraveled instructions, I'll be able to make some serious gold with that because those are very nice and sell for quite a bit, and it actually leveled me up to 75 to unlock the final profession there, so pretty cool stuff. But anyway, that is it for what I would recommend to do with enchanting. That's just my build, how I played the game and what I'm going with. But multicraft only really affects making like those glamour things and a few things with it, so I really wouldn't go multicraft. Resourcefulness is a key stat. But anyway guys, that is it for enchanting here in the War Within. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, anything, drop it down below and I'll do my best to answer. But until then, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye bye. Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.